Hello, hello. I'm back again. This is Wesley Virgin. I apologize. It appears that Facebook doesn't want me to put this video online, but guess what, Facebook? I'm going to do it anyway. Why? Because people deserve to know what this is. I think people deserve to have a better quality of life, and I'm going to give them information. This video is about after dark manifestation techniques. Okay, and basically, in this video, I'm going to share some very dark type of secrets how to manifest things. And I know a lot of you have been wondering about this 100K per day formula that I've created, that I'm perfecting, and I basically created an ATM machine. And let me be clear with you. I'm not going to ask you to put your email and your name, address anywhere. I'm not going to ask you to click a link, get access to a program right now. Basically, I'm going to give you everything that's allowing me to manifest $100,000 per day, basically. Okay. A lot of you have been emailing me and asking me about this, and I just feel I should publicly give this to you on my Facebook page. Why? Because I love you, and I want you to have access to this stuff. And you know what? You don't have to put your name, you don't have to put your email address anywhere, because I know that's personal information, and I shouldn't have to force you or to make you do that. Give me your name and email address to get you to be able to create your dreams, right? I should just give it to you for free. That makes sense? And this is what I'm going to do right now, okay? So you guys jump in here. All I ask is one thing from you, is to share this video if you would like, if you don't mind. Do me one thing. Do me one favor, is to share this. It's 12:56 a.m. here in Miami. In Houston, I think it's about 11:56. And I'm out here. You see a picture of me. This is me with my red Louis Vuitton belt with my kiddos, my boys. We played some golf today on Billionaires Island. We played some tennis today, and I shared the 3 keys of becoming a very successful person. But let me explain what's going on with me, and let me explain what you can use as well for yourself. In that link there that you see on my screen, wesleyvirgin.com/100K per day, this is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the 7 millionaire mind hacks. Okay, and these are very powerful manifestation hacks. This is what I've used to create a very juicy and amazing life for the last couple of years. And guys, if you didn't know it or not, before I became this type of person, I was an engineer. I used to be in the Army. I used to work jobs like you. I used to be very unsatisfied with my life, very pissed off, very disappointed, because I knew, just like you probably know as well, that I could do more. Okay? I mean, I knew I could do more, but I just wouldn't do it. And I didn't get it. I didn't understand why other people around me were succeeding and making the money and doing all the great things, and why they were happy and excited. And little Wesley, even though I was making a pretty good living, I was still unfulfilled. And I think a lot of you are still unfulfilled. Okay, this is powerful stuff, because it doesn't matter how much money you make, what type of life you create. If you're not living a fulfilled life, well, you're not living. Okay, you're not living. I know people right now that are very rich. Like I'm on this island right now. There's a lot of rich people that are miserable. You know, they're overweight, they're ill, they have all these type of afflictions. I've met, some people, and I'm like, wow, man, you have all this money and yet you're still miserable, right? And you can think to yourself, you say, why would a person be miserable? How can a person be miserable and have everything? That's what I want to talk about here tonight, okay? And I call this the After Dark manifestation techniques. And it's the same information that you're going to get in the link. You don't have to click the link. That's why I said don't visit this link until I'm done. It's your choice to take action with that. But I want to give you this stuff for free. This is number one, okay? This is number one. And I wish I could show you the video series. I got a video series out there that I've gave access to a couple of people. And people, about a year ago, they paid me $1,000 a month for this, okay? For this type of information. $1,000, and 60% of those people are now very successful people. 40%, or they're not, because they quit, they gave up. But that's not you. But let me go through this. Let me go through this. And let me see if I can get access to those videos so I can give them to you for free as well. What I want you to do is this. I want you to, as you're looking at this image, and I put this image because this image is very important, it's very powerful, and I'm explaining why I'm showing this in a second. But the one thing I want you to do is this. This is number one. This is how you manifest anything. Okay, I know I talk a lot about manifestation, but I want to talk about the dark secrets. And when I say dark, it may be unethical to you. Okay, it may be kind of weird. Okay, but to me, I think it's very ethical. To you, maybe it's not. But remember, perception is reality, right? So I want you to have an open mind right now as you're taking in this type of information with me. Okay, one is this. Write down all of your ideals, okay, that could potentially make you $1 million or more. So many people, the one thing, if it's not losing weight, if it's not finding a great relationship, it's making some money. Everybody wants to make $1 million. But I want you to do this. I want you to, for the first time, just write down ideals that could potentially make you $1 million. I get many emails of people that say, well, Wesley, I don't know what to do. They keep saying, I don't know what to do. What should I do to make the money? What should I be doing? And, my response to that is, well, what do you want to do? Write it down. Because I got 3 journals that are in my closet right now of everything that I wanted to do to create $1 million. I wrote so many different things. Because, see, the point is this. You might not know what you want to do. You might not know if that's the right thing. But what's important is if you never write it down, like if you never put it on paper, if you never take pen to paper and start to write down some of those ideas and thoughts that's in your head, well, you'll never make it real, okay? You'll never make it real. It'll just be some thoughts, some fantasy that's going to pass right by you tomorrow morning or when you go to sleep tonight. Tomorrow you'll forget about everything. Writing things down are very important. I didn't understand that until 5 years after still being broke and working the business, okay? Running a business, not really running a business because I'm not making any money, but just telling myself I'm running a business, right? How many of you did that? I'm running a business but not making any money, but yet you're running a business. You're not. You're running a business to the ground. But until I started to write down the things that I wanted or to write down what I felt that I could do to make $1 million, then it became real. Because check this out. How do you make $1 million? Think about this. If you sell a $1,000 program 1,000 times, that's $1 million, right? I think it is. 10,000 times. Okay. I think it's 1,000 times, right? That's $1 million right there. Done deal. Or you sell a $100 program 10,000 times. That's $1 million. So that's why writing is important, because it gives you the opportunity to break it down. See, right now you probably can't picture $1 million. You can't picture making a lot of money. You can't picture, spending $10,000 on first class tickets or going to 5-star hotels, I spent $10,000 just to stay here for a week. You probably can't picture that yet. But writing it down is almost like writing and creating a new story. How many of you have read a book before? Many of you, right? A chapter book, a book that tells you a story. Right. You read that. Well, the thing is, now it's time for you to write your story. Okay? A person like even myself, I can only talk to you so much until you take action and write down and create your story. What I'm saying here is going to just fall on deaf ears. You're going to hear me, right? Maybe feel good about this right now, but you won't do anything about it. Why? Because you're not taking action. You're not taking action, not doing anything about it. Like you're not pulling out the journal. This is simple stuff, This is not even complex stuff. It's very simple, but you'll be very surprised and very just shocked of how many people won't take action, won't do nothing. right? But they want to be rich. So that's the first thing here, to manifest anything that you want. Write it down. I'll always write down anything that I want to achieve. I write it down in the present that I've already achieved. Number two, take time to visualize and reflect on having $1 million in your bank account. I mean, yeah, simple stuff. Take time and reflect to visualize making $1 million in your bank account. See, the problem is, you know what you're thinking about? You're thinking about what somebody did to you yesterday. You're thinking about how life is so tough. You're thinking about how someone screwed you over. You're thinking about how skeptic you are about programs. You're thinking about the government. You're thinking about Donald Trump and how he's destroying the world. You're thinking about too much stuff. But what it says here, number two, is just take time to visualize and reflect on having $1 million in your bank account. Why? Because that's what you want. All right? Is that what you want? Obviously, or you wouldn't be watching a video like this. All right? If that's what you want, then you need to reflect and visualize on that more than anything else. The big problem in today's time, everybody is trying to get your attention, okay? And they're using your attention, and they are disrupting your attention. That's keeping you from the abundance that you deserve, okay? You got to wake up, be intelligent, take time to visualize and reflect on having $1 million. Like, think about it. Like, imagine right now that you have $1 million in your bank account. How do you feel right now? $1 million in your bank account. I mean, when you use your card, no more declines. When you go to different places, shopping malls, you don't have to go call your bank. Do I have enough money? You know you have enough money. You can buy whatever you want, $20,000, $10,000, without having any words. Okay, number three, become a high value person with a successful skill set that others value and will pay for. I mean, this is very simple stuff. Say it again. Become a high value person. Now, what is a high value person? Okay. Well, think about LeBron James. Think about Tiger Woods. Think about Michael Jordan. Think about Oprah Winfrey. These people are people of high value. Why? Because they serve the greater good. They give people something that is valuable, which increases their value as a person in other people's eyes. So, the point is, if you want to manifest things, you can't be like everybody else, and you have to give ultimate, amazing, unusual value to other people, period. You got to be a person of high value. How you dress, how you speak, how you talk, how you carry yourself. You have to look different within the crowd, okay? I give you an example, like when you walk, I talk about this all the time. I mean, pull your shoulders back, pick your head up, walk with purpose. Walk like you're actually going somewhere. Not with your head down, you're shrugged over, and you got your mouth poked out because life fucked up. Okay, no. Be a person of high value. Be a person that other people, when they see you, they're curious about you. They want to know who you are. Maybe you're somebody. That's how you do that, okay? And you do that by building a skill. And a skill is anything. A skill is something that you perfect. A skill is something that you work on, that eventually that you master. And that could be dressing nice. That could be doing your nails. That could be keeping your hair looking good, keeping your house clean, keeping your car clean, keeping your bed made. That's what it is, okay? Makes sense? Like when people come to my house, it's always clean. I don't clean it, but it's always immaculate. It smells good in there. It looks good in there. Why? Because I'm a person of high value. When I leave my house, I always look clean. My skin looks amazing. I look at my clothes because I'm a person of high value. Makes sense? So when people experience me, this is what they feel. This is that vibe, the vibration they feel from me, okay? Here we go. Number 4 and the 7, I'm going to stop here. Number 4 is this. This is a big one. I learned this years ago. Listen to other people who actually have $1 million or more in the bank account, okay? Now you may say, well, Wesley, how do I verify that? Well, you really can't, okay? You got to use your own assumptions. You got to use your own intellect, and you have to use your own cognitive thinking to make a decision if this person actually have $1 million, okay? Do your research. Some of you are following the wrong people. There's a lot of books out there, folks, and I do agree that you should read books. But do you know a lot of those people that read those books made money because they wrote books? Not because they created businesses, not because they have established a skill of actually created a business that actually works. No, they're writing books and they're selling you books that show you how to get rich based off of from a book that they're selling to you to get rich. You know, I get so many emails every single day. People thanking me. You know, sometimes I'm humble by that, and sometimes it's still unbelievable to me that I actually can say something to change a person's life. That I actually can say something to change a person's financial income. Like I got an email the other day and said, Wesley, you forward, man, based off just a video. Like this person didn't even buy my program, but they said based off a video that I watched. I'm making 4 times more than I've made in my entire life from a video, not buying a program, just from getting involved in the video. Okay? Why? Because these type of techniques are very simple. They're very simple. Good people like yourself just don't believe it works. And if you don't believe it works, it never will work and it won't happen for you. But me as a multimillionaire, I say that very humbly, I'm telling you that it does work. And that if you use it, you will manifest and design an incredible, juicy life that you can't even imagine, folks. That you won't even believe. Every day I'm thankful and I'm grateful that I do experience this type of lifestyle. But I'm more excited because I get to give you the gift. I get the chance to give you the gift that someone gave me. And that's total prosperity. And I'm talking about success in money, success in health, in my relationship with my children, relationship with my family. That is true abundance. That's abundance here. And this is what I want to give to you. If you want to know the other 3, yep, you got to click the link. You got to get the information. Before I let you go, let me share a story with you. Here earlier today, I got a massage. And, you know, anytime I'm speaking with people, you know, I really feel the urge to get to know them. It's just in me. It's just a God that's in me. Like I told you guys, I am a God. I believe I'm a God. Only because I'm very powerful. I'm a very powerful person, which means I'm able to create whatever I want. I think that's what God is. He's a creator. So I am too. You are too. You may not believe that, but it's okay. But I was laying there, and I was getting a facial. I'm trying to keep the skin looking nice, right? And this young lady was sharing with me some of the things that I believe. Like she's very conscious, she's aware, and she believes that we do create a reality. But these are some new things that she's been dealing with, you know, learning and understanding and trying to piece it together. She said, Wesley, I'm like 50 years old, and I never thought I could actually create my world, my reality. Wow. And I said, absolutely, that you can. I listened to her instead of questioning her. And she said, Wesley, do you believe in angels? Do you believe in reincarnation? I just listened to her. And I listened to her stories. And as she was giving me a facial, and as I was listening to her, she started to cry. And she started to pour her heart out to me. You know, this happens a lot with me. It's because I'm just non-judgmental when I deal with people. I'm very non-judgmental. And I really have a deep love for people, deeper than you can ever imagine. She was crying because she told me that she was diagnosed with stage 1 cancer. But for the past year, she's been listening to some guy online that's, you know, telling her about you can create your reality, that you can start talking to your body, and you can tell yourself, give yourself different words, affirmations that you're healed. And the lady was weeping. And at that moment, she was healed. At that moment, because you know what I did? You might not believe this. You might think it's crazy, but I looked at her and I said, you are healed. You're healed right now. And she was crying. And she hugged me. And she said, and she just said things to me that was amazing. She said, oh my God, I can feel that I am. My God, I mean, you're here for a reason, right? And she's healed. And I believe that she's healed. And why do I tell you that story? And I tell you the story to tell you this, that we are all powerful people, okay? I am no powerful than you. The only thing that's different from me and you, I just know I'm powerful. Like I know I'm God. Like I know I have this type of power that exists within me. You just don't believe it. That young lady, she was trying to believe it, but she didn't. She needed validation. She needed someone to tell her in a very confident way that she was healed. And I can feel her healing happen. Don't ask me how. Don't ask me like, well, how did you know? How do you know? How do you know? Faith, belief, all right? But I'm telling you that to tell you this, that you're powerful as well. That you have the ability to heal, you can manifest, you can make things happen that we call spontaneous combustion, miracles, whatever. This stuff is really real. That you're really powerful here. And that you really can manifest your desires. That you really can create whatever world that you want. That creation is really effortless. It don't really take too much work. It don't take a lot of anything to make things happen. We make things very complicated. We make it complex. Why? Because the world has told us and convinced us that things must be complex when a small amount of people have it. Right? It must be hard to do because if it was easy, everybody would have it. Right? That sounds perfect, but it's not. It's only because we've been taught that we must do everything in life hard, that we must struggle, that we must cry, that we must be in pain before we can have pleasure. To me, that's insanity. This life is an abundant life. All you need to do is believe it. You need to believe in you, believe in your powers, believe in your abilities, not looking outside of yourself, trying to find something, not looking to a pastor, preacher, minister, mentor, psychic reader. I mean, you don't have to do those things. I'm not saying that those things are not needed, but I'm saying those things are not necessary for you to create your world. And that young lady, that's what she wanted. She wanted validation that what she was thinking and believing was true. Because see, a lot of you that's even watching me right now, listening to me, there's certain beliefs that you have that are hard-coded, and you have beliefs that you want to believe, but you don't believe them yet. And you don't believe them totally because you haven't taken action on those things. See, one thing can exist. You can't believe in something and worry about something at the same time. Like that young lady that has cancer that's been delivered, that I believe. She can't believe she's going to be healed and worry if it's going to work out. It won't work. Okay? So I love you guys. Go ahead and click the link. I don't mind. It's cool because this is the end of this video here. Thank you for liking and sharing this video if you got any value. If you didn't, that's cool as well. But I wanted to share this with you now because I think people like you need to understand this. It's very, very simple stuff. I have 7 of them, and you can get them in a free report. I'm not going to ask for money. I'm just going to ask for your email, and I'm going to ask for your name. That's it. Why? Because I want to build a relationship with you. If you're not interested in building a relationship with me, not because I'm just a millionaire. I want you to put that aside. It's because I'm a good person. It's because I'm a pure person. It's because I'm a loving person. It's because I'm a person that has true compassion for people that want to win but don't know how. It doesn't matter if you're rich, poor, average, mediocre. It doesn't matter short, tall. It doesn't matter where you are right now, okay? If you're not experiencing true happiness in your life, then there's a problem. And the only way that I know to do that is to get around people that are happy. Get around someone that is experiencing the feeling that you want to experience most of the time. And if you choose that person to be me, go ahead and click the link and let's start this journey together. Will you do that with me? If not, that's okay as well. But as you lay there tonight and sit back, it doesn't matter what time you're watching this video. And I want to talk about this right here before I let you go. The pictured image. This is a powerful image. It's not because of the red belt that is so red. It's not because of the white hat of the gray shorts, right? It's because of the impact. It's because of what I said. And I talked about the 3 keys of becoming a very successful person. And let me show you something. This video wasn't really for you. It was for my children. See, what I've learned with children of raising them, if you tell them to do something directly, they tend to resist. But when they see you doing it for other people or doing a video, they tend to listen. And when I made this video, I made it right in front of them. They seen me do it. They heard me do it. Even though they wasn't paying attention, they were. And the 3 keys that I talk about is 3. 1, patience. Got to be patient, period. You know, just like in golf, you know, it's a very tough sport. It's nothing easy, folks. It's not just hitting the ball. You got to be patient with it. You know, when you initially want to golf, you want to hit that ball just out of the park. But any great golfer knows that you must be patient, that you must not kill the ball, but you must understand that you must take your time and see the ball going in the direction that you want it to go. And it's not by swinging the club like a bat. And that's how you should approach life. You approach life very patiently. That I don't need something so fast. I don't need the car, the home, the money. I don't need it right now. Not exactly. I don't need it now. I want it to be here, but I don't need it. Which means I'm patient enough to develop the skill to be able to attract it and get it. Number two is persevere. When we bought the balls, I think we spent about $1,000 on the whole package, right? And we bought a lot of balls. Why did we buy a lot of balls? Well, not because Wesley Virgin hit the balls in the sand traps and in the pond. It's because we have to persevere, understand that we hit one ball, we need to hit the ball again. You know, some of you believe that you can just come out the gate swinging and just hitting home runs and hitting hole-in-ones. It doesn't work like that. You know, I wish it did, but it doesn't. You got to have many balls because you got to keep hitting. And the great thing about that, guess what? If you hit one, like even in business, all you need is one. Like all you need is one home run, one hole-in-run, and you are the man. You are the woman. But to get there, you might have to hit 1,000 balls, right? You might have to try 1,000 things. You must have to keep working on yourself. So persevering. The last thing is this: take action. You know, I met a few billionaires here, and they really inspired me. They just gave me some great life-changing advice. They said, you know what, Wesley? You know, most people just, you know, most people don't take action because they don't got it, man. That's what he told me. He said, they just don't got it. He said, they just don't got it. You know, most people don't do well because they just, this one guy said, you know, most people are losers. That's what he said. You know, I didn't say anything. He said, man, they just losers, brother. They just won't do it. And when I say that they losers, he said, man, they have this loser mentality. They just won't consider that something great may be in store for them. You know, they just keep thinking and pondering on the past of the things that happened to them like years ago. It's insane. And he said, if you never do nothing, you'll always be nothing. That's what he's talking about with taking action. He said, if you never do nothing, you'll never be nothing. Like if you never take action, even if you see something, right, that you say, you know what, may can change my life, may can do something. You know, majority of people, the 97% of people that never do anything, they just won't do it. They won't take action. Why? Because of their own skepticism. Only because of their own ignorance. Only because of what they don't know. That's it. Understand it. It's just things that you won't know. If you haven't took action on something that you think that may help you live a better life, it's only because you don't know what you don't know. It's just something that you don't know. That's the reason why you want to take action. But yeah, that's all you got to do is take action. That's it. That's how simple it is. You know, he told me, he said, Wesley, you know, because I didn't ask him in the dumb kind. I said, hey, how did you become a billionaire? No, I'm not going to ask him that. I just wanted to listen to him. And he was proud of me of some of the things that I'm doing and some things that I'm going to do. And he said, you know what? You need to start talking about people. He said, that's why I'm on this private island, because I need to be away from people for a while. Because you know what? Their consciousness and their vibration is so low, it affects me. And it was very surprising that he understood that, but why wouldn't he? He's a billionaire. He understands things that I don't understand yet, and I listen to him. But he said something very simple. He said, if you want different things to happen, you must do something different, Wes. He told me that I'm already rich, right? But he knew I wanted more, right? He knew I wanted to make billions of dollars, obviously, right? He said, if you want to be different, Wes, you got to be different, which means I, even myself, has to be constantly changing and evolving as a person if I want more from life, if I want more from the universe. Even as a millionaire, if I want to be a billionaire, I got to become a different person, period. That's what he said. That's, guess what? Same thing that has to happen for you. If you want something different, you must be different. If you want things to change, you must change. And to do that, you got to take action. Because unfortunately, most people would not take action on their dreams. Hey, much love. This is Wesley Virgin. Go ahead and click the link. Share this for me. Like this for me. Let's go. Don't go to sleep until you make the